magical folk, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. So today I actually have a DIY for you. I made an Occamy eggshell potion bottle that I'm actually really proud of, and I thought it looked really good, and I want to show you guys how to make it. So if you would like to know how to make your very own Occamy eggshell potion bottle, then carry on watching. Don't forget, if you are new to my channel and you haven't done already, then please hit the subscribe button to become part of my little magical community. Don't forget to turn those notification bells on so you don't miss out on any more videos from me, and you can also check me out on my social media. So I'm using a bottle with a cork-stop lid, a small thin paintbrush, silver acrylic paint, some gold craft wire, some turquoisey colour blue twine, and these really nice, really deep purple beads. Then I'm using this Fimo air dry clay to make the shells. I basically then take a piece of clay and just kind of mould it into the shape I wanted. I did use a mould like this. This was part of a child's toy that broke, so I kind of used that as a bit of a mould because I wanted the pieces to be curved and to be egg shaped, but obviously I was going to smash them later on, so it didn't need to be too perfect. But yeah, I wanted that general shape to be curved and egg shaped. I did want to have a fair amount of eggshell, so I did also make some other pieces that I just used my hands to make really flat and thin, and then I used a old fish bowl to kind of get, again, the curved kind of shape that I was looking for. I then let them to dry for 24 hours, and when they dried up they look something like this. This was the first time using this clay and the paint, so I wanted to test out the paint to make sure it worked. It did take a couple layers to get the paint as vibrant as I wanted, but I do think it worked really well. Once I'd broken them apart, they looked a little bit like this. They didn't quite smash like I thought they were going to. I did have to kind of bend and pull them apart, but I do still think they look really cool, and they do look like eggshells. And I did want to get some larger and some smaller pieces, so you can see here a smaller piece, and then I have some larger ones as well. Now I'm going to show you how I paint the last remaining pieces. Like I said, I used the silver acrylic paint and a very small paintbrush to do this. And when you're finished, they're going to look a little something like this, which is really silvery and shimmery. So these pieces are actually from the mould shape, so they're actually thicker pieces, and as you can see I've broken them apart and the edges need to be touched up, so they're nice and shimmery like the outside. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and fill those in with the paint. Okay, so when you take a new piece, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare at first to paint, because when you see the first layer go on, the clay does kind of soak it all up, so you do see a lot of the clay underneath the first layer of paint. So you're going to need to put at least 2 layers, if not more, onto each piece. I think I've probably put 3, maybe even 4 layers of paint onto each piece of clay, just to make sure it's really silver, really shimmery, and yeah, looking its absolute best. So just bear that in mind. Don't panic if you paint it at this stage and think, oh my gosh, it's still showing. Give it a couple more layers and it will be absolutely gorgeous and will look just like this piece here. While the eggshells are drying, I'm now going to make a little bit of a charm to hang on the side of the bottle. So I'm going to be using the craft wire and the little beads that I showed you earlier. And I'm just basically going to be threading those through each one by one and making a nice little charm for the side of the bottle. Obviously, to avoid the beads falling off the edge of the wire, you're going to want to make a small loop or something along those lines at the bottom just to stop those beads coming off and hold them nicely in place. I'm not exactly sure how long I want it to be just yet and how many beads I'm going to use, but I'm kind of measuring it up, seeing how much I need to wrap it around the neck of the bottle and have enough so the beads are hanging down the side as well. So here you can see me just kind of measuring it up, making sure that I've not got too many beads on and just adjusting it a little bit so I can get it to be a nice little size and enough to have wrapped around the bottle as well. Next, I'm going to get that blue twine from earlier and I'm going to wrap that around the bottle as well. It should then look a little something like this, and you may want to secure the end of the twine down using a hot glue gun. So I literally just put a little blob onto the last piece of that twine and just kind of press it down to keep it nice and secure. I always use this part for the back of my bottle because obviously I don't want the gluey parts being shown on the front. Now all my pieces of shell are dry, I'm going to start adding them into my bottle. I think they look really pretty, really sparkly and shimmery, and yeah, just like Occamy X should. Okay, so next is one of my favorite parts. It's time for the label. I made this again using Canva, which is an app on my phone. I made the entire label from scratch with my own ideas. And yeah, I was really impressed with how it looked. I printed off two sizes, a larger and a smaller one, just to see which one would fit better. And yep, I think I'm going to go with this smaller one. Add it to my bottle. I'm going to use that small paintbrush from earlier again and some Mod Podge. You literally just want to add a really thin layer to the back of the entire of the label and then stick it down nice and gently to the bottle itself. And then yeah, you just want to add it nice and carefully to your bottle, smoothing out any of the air bubbles that might come up, and yeah, making sure that it looks really tidy and neat. I already think this bottle looks really amazing, and we still have one more step to go. Frustratingly, my phone didn't record the first part of this, but I have a silver wax stick, a candle and a wax spoon, and I'm melting small pieces of wax to make a wax seal for the top of the bottle. Once it's all melted, I quickly pour it over the top, around the edges first, as I want some of the wax to drip down the bottle. Once the edges are done, I melt a little bit more wax for the middle to fill all that in, and then I finish it off with a wax stamp. You want to be really careful pulling the wax stamp off, because sometimes it can destroy the design, and you want to make sure that you're not doing it too soon either. And then this is our finished potion bottle design. Like I said, I really loved how this turned out. I think it looks really pretty, really beautiful, and I just love how the eggshells look so realistic. Thank you so much again, guys, for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a magical thumbs up so that I know. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done already, and turn the notification bells on so you don't miss another video from me. And I'll see you very soon in the next one. Bye, you guys.